please send us some mailbag questions. If you need like advice about anything, you can throw that out there. And by the way, and Catherine Donnelly, who is phenomenal. She's one of our producers on this show, and she has been from the very beginning. Kat and Steve basically run my life when it comes to the Joel Klatt Show. And Kat was saying, she reads a lot of these, she and Steve, but Kat reads a lot of these, and she's like, "Where's my ladies?" So ladies, like, send Kat some emails, right? By the way, Kat just got engaged. Congratulations. And is going to be having a wedding this summer. By the way, good on Kat, knowing that you don't have a fall wedding. So congratulations. You already knocked over one of the most important things when it comes to scheduling your wedding. But ladies, send us a mailbag question. You can send us any type of question, advice, whatever you want. I'm a father of 3. I've been married for 18 years. So here we go. You can send us the Joel Klatt Show mailbag at gmail.com. Anything right there. The Joel Klatt Show mailbag at gmail.com. Now let's get to a couple for this show. Greg Mock chimes in. Greg, first of all, thank you for listening to the show. He chimes in. He says, "Hey, Joel, currently I'm a new father with a 15-month-old son. What kind of father advice could you offer for myself or any new fathers out there? Thanks." Greg, I love this question, and there's so much advice that I would go back and change. Let me give you just a few. And part of it was what I said last week. 1, don't wish away time, Greg, because it's so easy to say, like, man, I can't wait till my son sleeps. I can't wait till my son eats solids. I can't wait till we can play catch. I can't wait till he can ride his bike to the park. And the bottom line is, every stage is phenomenal, right? So enjoy every stage. The other thing that I would tell you is that your son is going to grow into the man that he was designed to be. And there have been a lot of times when, with my 3 boys, I'm like, well, that's interesting. Like, that's a weird book, or I don't know. I'm not really into those movies. That's okay, because they're their own person and they have their own interests. And you got to meet them where they're at. Some of my most fond memories, my oldest son's 11 years old, and some of my most fond memories are when I just ask him specifically, like, what do you want to do? What do you want to do? And he'll be like, I want to watch Star Wars. Boom, let's go. I had not watched Star Wars in my life until I became a father. Why? Because my sons wanted to watch Star Wars. So dive into some of their interests as he gets older, and I can tell you this right now, like, they will feel valued and seen, and you will have some of the most special moments ever when you do that and you dive in to some of their interests. And then the last thing that I would say, Greg, is that great families happen on purpose. And the bottom line is, great fathers are in demand out there. And so be intentional, be involved, listen, love your son, tell him he's loved, tell him when you screw up. That's some of also my best advice is, like, when I screw up, I tell my 3 boys, hey, and I ask for their forgiveness. Listen, Dad did X, Y, and Z, and you know what? I shouldn't have done that. Boys, that's on me. Can you forgive me? Those are impactful and powerful moments. So lean in, because great families happen on purpose. All right, next question comes in from Nathan. Nathan Trainer. First of all, Nathan, thank you for listening to the show. Nathan chimes in. He says, hey, Joel, I'm planning on proposing to my girlfriend in the near future. Any advice on how to make it special and memorable? Best regards, Nathan. Well, Nathan, don't do what I did. So I don't have great advice for you on this one. Let me start with, when I was proposing, I was young and dumb. I was 23 years old. And I was still in school playing. And one of my roommates was an offensive lineman, Sam Wilder. And Sam dipped at the time, like chewing. And so he would always need like a spitter, like a bottle. And I had, in Denver, like the Shane Company is a big thing. So I bought I went and like bought the ring for Sarah at the Shane Company. And when you're there, they're like, would you like any water? I'm like, I would love some water. I'd love to stay hydrated. So I got like a Shane Company water bottle. And so like when I got home, I like just threw it in the trash. Well, my college roommate offensive lineman who needed a spitter dug through the trash. I didn't think anything of it. And so like Sarah comes over one night and Sam's just like sitting on the couch, like spitting into the bottle, and it's a Shane Company water bottle. So she's cued in. Then I ask her like, hey, I want to take you up to the Chautauqua house. Chautauqua Park is in Boulder. It's like right above Boulder, and it's super fancy. Like we hadn't done anything fancy. And so she puts two and two together. She knows that like, hey, you know, the Shane Company bottle, Joel asked me to go to the Chautauqua house for dinner. He's going to propose on Saturday night. Meanwhile, I think like, oh man, this is, you know, she has no idea this or that. And my plan was, I'm going to take her, and this is December in Boulder, okay? Boulder, Colorado. And at the time, and I think that they still do this, they have either, isn't it, I think it's a cross that they have in the, either a cross or a heart. Why am I screwing this up? I think it's a cross up on the hill, like in the Flatirons, like in lights, like they put a cross for the season, right? Okay, so you understand. And my plan was like, I'm going to take Sarah. Our faiths are very important to us. So I was like, I'm going to take her to the cross overlooking Boulder, like kind of near sunset. I know it's cold, but like over the, and just like kind of like walk to the cross and in the lights and like do it there. Now, I didn't have other people there to take pictures. This is before like the big, you know, pomp and circumstance of what you have these days. And so no one was going to be there. I didn't have a camera ready. I didn't have anything ready. I was just going to take her up there and like ask her to marry me. And I thought that was going to be like super romantic and very cool. And we get in the car. Keep in mind, she knows that I'm asking that night, but she doesn't know my plan. She just thinks we're going to the Chautauqua house. Well, to drive to the Chautauqua house, you've got to drive towards the mountain and towards the cross, right? The lights. We're driving in my 99 green Tacoma, and she says out of the blue, I hate that cross. Ugh. I was like, what in the actual, like, I'm sorry? What are we doing? Oh, you do? Oh, why? Now I'm trying to play it off. Ring's in my pocket. Now I'm no plan. I'm like, what is the audible here? Omaha. What, like, or red 50. Can you just go stand on the other side? I've got no audible. None. I got nowhere to go. And now I'm just driving and I'm numb. And I'm like, what am I going to do? So, Nathan, I did the dumbest thing of all time. I just started to head still straight towards the cross because I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know where I'm going. I don't know what I'm doing. The reservation isn't until like, you know, for 45 minutes later. I can't just go and be like, oh, the reservation's not ready, and sit in the waiting room? Like, oh. So I just start heading up, but then it like starts to hit me and I start to sweat. And I'm like, I can't go to the cross. Like, I can't take her there after what she said in the car. So I literally just pulled off the side of the road in one of those like lookouts. Super creepy. And just was like, oh, doesn't the city look beautiful? Oh, look at this. And like got out of the truck. I'm just frozen. I don't know what to do. I'm shaking. I'm nervous. I didn't have a backup plan. Then I realized like it's too dark. She can't even see the ring. So if I get down on my knee, so then I'm like, hold on, honey. And I go back and I turn the headlights on of the truck and then like go back and ask her there. And all she says is, of course. She didn't say yes. She didn't cry. She knows it's coming. She blew up my plan to go to the cross. I had no backup. I had no one there to take pictures. The only light we had were the headlights of the truck, and it was a total failure. Meanwhile, by the way, got the wrong size ring. Didn't even fit her. We had to put like a Band-Aid on her ring so that it would fit her. So you talk about failure. You've got to prepare. Nathan, prepare. Have a backup plan. Have a photographer. Know what you're doing. Know that you got the right ring size. All those things. And based on current events, I hear balloons are big right now. So maybe go with balloons. I'm not even sure. Maybe balloons are in. Nathan, good luck, sir. Hopefully it goes better than mine. Hey, thanks for watching. If you enjoy that clip, make sure you click subscribe somewhere down here. From game highlights to exclusive interviews and rankings, we've got everything you need as a college football fan right here, College Football on Fox.